Hello, Golden Vitality family. Ever feel like conversations about intimacy stop after 70? It's time to break that silence. In today's video, we'll reveal how senior health thrives on connection, pleasure, and self-care, and why it's never too late for joy. Stay tuned. You'll love what we uncover. Hello, and a very warm, heartfelt welcome to you from all of us here at Golden Vitality. We're truly delighted you're spending this time with us today. We believe that every stage of life, including the vibrant decades of our 70s, 80s, and beyond, holds immense potential for joy, connection, growth, and feeling truly alive. Part of embracing this journey involves talking openly and honestly about all aspects of our well-being, mind, body, and spirit. Today, we want to gently explore a topic often surrounded by silence or misconceptions. Sex isn't just for the young, exploring pleasure after 70. Now, that word, sex, can bring many things into mind, and often it's narrowly defined. Our goal today is to broaden that definition, moving beyond just intercourse to explore the rich landscape of intimacy, pleasure, connection, and sensuality that can continue to enrich our lives long after our 70th birthdays. We want to approach this conversation with warmth, respect, and understanding. Much like a caring health advisor would chat with a trusted friend or client, we believe everyone deserves to feel informed and empowered about their own bodies and choices, free from judgment. Please remember, while we offer these insights and encouragement, your health journey is uniquely yours. This conversation is never a substitute for personalized advice from your doctor or another trusted healthcare provider who knows your specific situation best. Think about the incredible richness that often characterizes life after 70. Perhaps you find deep satisfaction cultivating your garden, coaxing life from the earth with experienced hands. Maybe it's the pure, unadulterated joy of watching your grandchildren grow, sharing stories and laughter that bridge generations. Perhaps you find purpose volunteering your time and wisdom, making a difference in your community. Or maybe it's the quiet pleasure of reading, learning, pursuing hobbies, or simply enjoying the peace of a familiar landscape. These activities speak to an enduring vitality, a continued capacity for engagement, growth, and joy. Why, then, does our society often act as if the capacity for intimacy, pleasure, and sexual expression simply evaporates after a certain age? There's a persistent, yet deeply inaccurate myth that sex and sensuality are solely the domain of the young. This simply isn't true for many. Many people, the desires for closeness, touch, affection, pleasure, and connection are fundamental human needs that often persist throughout our entire lives. They are part of what makes us feel whole, connected, and truly alive. Ignoring or dismissing this aspect of life in our later years does us all a disservice. It can contribute to feelings of loneliness, invisibility, or inadequacy. Conversely, acknowledging and exploring the potential for continued pleasure and intimacy, in whatever forms feel right, can be incredibly life-affirming and contribute significantly to our overall well-being, boosting mood, reducing stress, strengthening bonds, and enhancing our sense of vitality. Redefining sexuality and pleasure in later life. Perhaps the most important first step is to broaden our understanding of what sexuality and pleasure mean after 70. It's often so much more than just intercourse. Think of it as a beautiful, multifaceted tapestry woven with many different threads, emotional intimacy, sharing feelings, thoughts, hopes, and fears with someone you trust, feeling deeply understood and accepted. Physical affection, hugs, holding hands, cuddling, a gentle touch on the arm, the simple comfort and reassurance of warm physical contact. Sensuality, engaging in appreciating the world through all your senses, savoring delicious food, listening to beautiful music, enjoying the warmth of the sun, appreciating art or nature, delighting in comforting textures, romantic connection, feelings of love, companionship, partnership, and mutual care with a significant other. Partnered sexual activity. This might include intercourse, but can also encompass many other forms of shared physical pleasure, mutual touching, oral sex, manual stimulation, simply lying close together skin to skin, self-pleasure masturbation, experiencing physical pleasure through self-touch, offering comfort, release, and self-connection. Pleasure after 70 isn't about replicating the experiences of your 20s or 30s. It's about discovering and embracing what feels good, meaningful, and connecting for you. Now, in this chapter of your life, it's about quality, not necessarily quantity or a specific type of activity. Why does exploring pleasure matter after 70? Acknowledging and potentially cultivating pleasure and intimacy in our later years isn't frivolous. It's deeply connected to our overall health and well-being. Consider these connections. Combating loneliness and isolation. Feeling disconnected is a significant health risk for seniors. Intimacy, in its broad sense, emotional connection, physical affection, shared experiences, is a powerful antidote, reminding us we are valued and belong. Boosting mental health, pleasure releases endorphins and other feel-good brain chemicals, helping to elevate mood, reduce stress, and combat anxiety or feelings of depression. Feeling desired, connected, or simply experiencing physical comfort can significantly improve emotional resilience. Reducing stress, the relaxation response triggered by affectionate touch, orgasm through partnered sex or self-pleasure, or even deeply engaging sensual experiences helps lower stress hormones like cortisol, benefiting both mental and physical health, including heart health. Enhancing relationship satisfaction for those with partners, maintaining intimacy, emotional, physical, sensual helps keep the bond strong, fostering companionship and mutual support, which are crucial in later life. Improving sleep. The deep relaxation following affectionate touch or sexual release can make it easier for some people to fall asleep and sleep more soundly. Affirming vitality. Embracing pleasure and connection reminds us that we are still vibrant, capable beings. It pushes back against societal narratives that might suggest older adults are past their prime. It affirms our ongoing capacity for joy and engagement with life. Strengthening body image. Connecting with our bodies through positive touch and pleasure can help foster acceptance and appreciation, even as our bodies change with age. Acknowledging and adapting to natural changes. Of course, it's also essential to acknowledge that our bodies do change as we age, and these changes can influence how we experience intimacy and pleasure. Honesty about these shifts allows us to adapt creatively rather than feeling discouraged. For women after menopause, the significant drop in estrogen often leads to vaginal dryness, thinning tissues, and reduced elasticity, vaginal atrophy or GSM. This can make intercourse or even direct touch uncomfortable or painful without adequate lubrication. Arousal might take longer, and orgasms might feel different. For men, testosterone levels gradually decline, which can affect libido, sex drive, make erections less firm or slower to achieve, and potentially change the sensation of orgasm or ejaculation. The time needed between erections often increases. For everyone, chronic health conditions, issues like heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, neurological conditions, or chronic pain can impact energy levels, mobility, blood flow, nerve sensation, and overall comfort. Medications. Many common medications taken for these conditions can have side effects impacting sexual desire or function. Always discuss this with your doctor. Don't stop vital medications. Energy levels, stamina might be lower than in younger years. Body image changes in appearance or physical ability can sometimes affect self-confidence. Sensory changes. Vision or hearing impairments might affect communication or atmosphere. The key is not to view these changes as roadblocks, but as invitations to adapt and redefine. Think of it like adjusting your gardening techniques as you get older. Maybe you use raised beds now, or tools with longer handles, or work for shorter periods. You don't necessarily stop gardening. You find ways to continue enjoying it comfortably. The same principle applies to pleasure and intimacy. Exploring the rich spectrum ways to cultivate pleasure and intimacy after 70. Let's delve into the diverse ways connection and pleasure can flourish in this stage of life. Deepening emotional intimacy. Meaningful conversations. Make time for real talks with partners, family, or close friends. Share your feelings. Listen deeply to theirs. Ask questions that go beyond the surface. Recount shared memories. Discuss hopes and dreams, or even fears. Shared activities. Doing things you both enjoy together, whether it's playing cards, watching a movie, attending a community event, or working on a project side by side builds shared experience and strengthens bonds. Expressing appreciation. Regularly telling people what you value about them fosters closeness and warmth. Trust and vulnerability. Building and maintaining trust allows for safe sharing of deeper feelings, which is the heart of emotional intimacy. Cherishing physical affection. Hugs and cuddles. Never underestimate the power of a warm embrace. Offer hugs freely, where appropriate, and accept them gratefully. Cuddling on the sofa while watching TV or reading can be incredibly comforting. Holding hands, a simple yet profound gesture of connection, whether walking down the street or sitting together. Gentle touch, a reassuring hand on the shoulder, a stroke of the hair, a gentle back rub. These small acts convey care and connection without being overtly sexual. The comfort of pets. Stroking a cat or dog provides proven stress relief and fulfills the need for warm physical contact for many. Engaging in sensual pleasure. Savoring flavors and textures. Pay mindful attention to the food you eat. Cook together or share a meal with someone. Talking about the tastes and aromas. Immersing in nature. Notice the beauty around you, the color of a flower, the sound of rain, the warmth of the sun, the smell of freshly cut grass. Share these observations. Listening to music. Let music wash over you. Share favorite songs or attend a concert. Music bypasses intellect and speaks directly to emotion, fostering connection. Enjoying comforting textures. Wrap yourself in a soft blanket. Wear comfortable clothes. Appreciate the smoothness of polished wood. Creative expression. Engage in arts or crafts, painting, knitting, pottery, flower arranging, activities that delight the senses and can often be shared. Adapting partnered sexuality. Shift focus from performance to pleasure. Let go of pressure regarding erections, intercourse duration, or intense orgasms. Focus instead on shared pleasure, closeness, and connection in whatever forms feel good now. Open communication is essential. Talk honestly with your partner about desires, changes, discomforts, and what feels good. Don't assume you know what they're thinking or feeling. Listen without judgment. Experiment with positions. Find positions that are comfortable for both partners, accommodating any joint pain or mobility issues. Side-lying positions are often comfortable. Expand your definition of sex. Explore mutual touching, massage, oral sex, manual stimulation, using vibrators together, or simply lying skin to skin and enjoying the closeness. Intercourse doesn't have to be the only, or even the main event. Use lubricants generously, especially crucial for women's comfort due to potential dryness. Make it a normal, positive part of the experience. Choose the right time. Pick times when you both feel relatively rested and relaxed, not rushed or stressed. Consider medical help together. If issues like erectile dysfunction or pain are persistent and bothersome, talking to a doctor together can be helpful to explore safe and appropriate options. Embracing self-pleasure, masturbation. A valid option. Recognize self-pleasure as a normal, healthy way to experience physical release, relaxation, and self-connection. Especially if you are single, your partner is unable to be intimate, or you simply enjoy it. Focus on comfort and safety. Use lubrication if needed. Be gentle with your body. Find comfortable positions. Ensure privacy. Listen to your body. Pay attention to sensations. Adapt your technique as needed. And don't feel pressured to achieve the orgasm every time. Focus on pleasure and relaxation. Potential benefits. Remember its potential role in stress reduction, aiding sleep, boosting mood, and fostering body acceptance. Overcoming potential hesitations. It's natural to sometimes feel shy, awkward, or unsure about initiating intimacy or discussing these topics, especially if it hasn't been a common practice. Start small. Initiate a simple touch, a shared observation about something beautiful, or a slightly deeper conversation. Self-compassion. Be kind to yourself about any body image concerns or performance anxieties. Focus on connection and pleasure, not perfection. Challenge old beliefs. Gently question any outdated societal messages you might have internalized about aging and sexuality. You have the right to define what pleasure and intimacy mean for you now. Communication practice. If talking about intimacy feels difficult with a partner, try starting with less charged topics and gradually building trust. I statements, I feel, or I would enjoy, often work better than blaming statements. Your doctor as a resource. Please remember that your doctor is a confidential resource. Don't hesitate to bring up concerns related to pain during intimacy, partnered or solo, vaginal dryness or discomfort, erectile dysfunction or other changes in sexual function, changes in libido that are bothersome, how medications might be affecting you, safety concerns related to heart health or other conditions. They can offer accurate information, rule out underlying medical issues, discuss potential treatments like lubricants, vaginal estrogen, ED medications, and provide reassurance. Sexual health is part of overall health. Living vibrantly as a key ingredient. Embracing the potential for pleasure and intimacy after 70 is not about trying to recapture youth. It's about enriching the present. It's about recognizing that our needs for connection, touch, comfort, and joy continue throughout our lives, and that meeting these needs contributes profoundly to our overall well-being, vitality, and sense of self. By broadening our definition of sexuality, adapting creatively to physical changes, communicating openly, and valuing all forms of intimacy, emotional, physical, sensual, partnered, and self-connection, we can combat loneliness, boost our spirits, deepen our relationships, and affirm our enduring capacity for a rich, fulfilling life. It aligns with our deepest values of dignity, personal freedom, and lifelong growth. It's about choosing to live fully, embracing all aspects of our humanity, right here, right now. Thank you so much for joining us at Golden Vitality today for this important and heartfelt conversation. We hope exploring the landscape of pleasure and intimacy after 70 has felt empowering, informative, and encouraging. Remember, your journey, your body, and your choices are unique and valid. Listen to your heart and your body. Nurture your connections and be open to the possibilities for joy and closeness that exist in this vibrant chapter of life. If you have specific health concerns or questions about intimacy related to your personal situation, please do feel comfortable reaching out to your doctor or another trusted healthcare professional. They are there to support your total well-being. Take wonderful care, stay connected, and continue to embrace the fullness of your life. Be well.